All right, so here we are. We just had breakfast at the table here. And before school, all the kids go off to school. We're going to commence some crazy chaos here. We have kids wrestling, people jumping off furniture. Okay, the kids love, oh, there you can see Montana got up and Cleveland got up. So Jennifer's going to do the correcting here. She just used that distance pressure. We used her body language right in front of the dogs. Okay, there you can see Montana's up again. Okay, Montana's like, I want to get up, but I know I'm not supposed to. I want to get up, but I know I'm not supposed to. Okay, that's good. That's what we want to see. Where she's knowing what, she's understanding what we're wanting of her and what we're expecting. And she's working on that self-control, right? Working on that impulse control. Okay, so we got kids wrestling. Remember, I want you to make some noise. We're going to have loud noises, balls throwing. Oh, there Montana got up. So we're going to, oh, good. She pretty corrected quickly. That was nice. Get some noise. Ollie, walk past him while you do that. There we go. Let's change that just a little bit since I'm out of my way. Okay, there we go. Doing good. Oh, there Montana's like, I'm going to get up. No, I'm not. That was very good on Montana's part.
Only to me. You're not rolling to her.
Okay, good. So we're simulating this high energy that we wanted so that we can work on these dogs' impulse control so that we can know when we do have that high energy in the house for whatever reason. Okay, these dogs have already been well practiced at doing that for me. Okay, so the dogs did pretty good. You saw we got a couple of corrections out of each. Okay, that's what we want. We almost want to help them make those mistakes because we want to know where their limits are, right? We want to know what they can handle and what they can't. That way in the future, if we had people coming over and we're like, this is going to be a super intense situation, we're going to be throwing that ball throughout the house, whatever the case might be. Okay, we know they're not going to be able to handle that, so let's put them away because they're not going to be able to handle that. Okay, in other instances, we're going to be like, I think they can handle this one, and I can also watch and help them through it. Oh, I love that Montana laid down. See how she finally laid down? Cleveland's still sitting up. Oh, Cleveland's up. But Montana laid down like, oh, I'm not getting this. I'm just going to relax. I'm going to lay down all the way. You see Jennifer did that distance pressure there. You heard that sound. Her body language was squared up in front of her. And then Cleveland sat down and she turned and walked away. Okay, Sophia, keep getting dressed. Put your shirt on. There, Montana's up. Okay, Montana really tempts the ball. There, so you can see with a little bit of a look, Montana knows what she is supposed to do, and she's correcting. Someone correct Montana, please. There she goes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to throw that one.
There we go. So we're just gonna watch the simulated crazy here for a minute and help the dogs do some of those corrections.
Get it, Vance, get it! Go, Vance, go! Go, Vance, go! Should you release the baby? Release the baby! Ready, set, get it! Come on, Vance!
Sophia, can you go find your socks and shoes? Okay, go get some socks. There you go. So we're just going to keep with the crazy. The dogs are doing pretty good. I like how they're having some struggles so that we got to see some more corrections there. Okay, and again, this is a great time when you have time. So like this morning, we had a couple minutes before the kids left for school. And we did, oh, I love that Montana laid down there. You can see Cleveland's laying down over there. Okay, both of the dogs are like, all right, like, we're just going to lay down here and relax because whatever's happening doesn't involve us. Okay, so the two dogs are doing really well. Okay, this is a good point in time. You can see Jennifer's going over to love on them. Okay, this is a great time for that because they both really went into a more relaxed position and they settled down over there for us. And so we're going to give them some extra attention. Okay, and as you can see, they both got that attention. So we're just going to continue the chaos in the practice. Then we're going to go on through feeding them. Okay, so Jennifer's gonna come get their food for me, and she's gonna show you, all right, boys, you can stop with the chaos and you can finish getting ready for school. Okay, we're gonna go through and how to feed the dogs. Sophia, can you put those socks on your feet? Okay. All right, so you can see Montana reaches for that food every time. So we want her to wait. Okay, you can see Cleveland jumped up for that food. Okay, anytime they reach for the food, we're gonna take it away or step back a little bit. Okay, anytime they lunge for that, we want them to learn to sit quietly and wait for that food to be delivered onto their bed. Okay, not lunge for it and grab it out of our hands. So anytime they reach for it or they lunge for it, okay, we are gonna back that away from them until they go back to that relaxed position, and then we will advance it towards their bed and set it down on the ground. Okay, at first you can see how Jennifer, especially with Montana, she sat down again like, oh, I can't lunge for it. And Jennifer kind of quickly set it under there. We can work on that and build it up faster or longer and longer or slower and slower over time so that Montana learns more patience in getting that food, learns to sit in a more patient position and really wait for that food to be delivered and not expect, oh, I got to get it now, I got to eat it fast and move that way. Okay, you can see Montana still standing up to eat. Again, that is fine as long as they are standing up and actively eating. She's a quick eater, so I bet we could keep the video going for her until she finishes. You can see Cleveland over there is like, yeah, I'm not interested in eating today. I'm just took a couple nibbles and then I'm done, which is fine. Also, I love that he finished that active eating, right? And Cleveland sat down for us, which was awesome.
You're gonna take that ball. We need to write our name on it.
There we go. It looks like Montana's almost done with hers.
Picture.
So again,
You gotta put on the
we let them out for free play. You can see our dogs are out here. They're having their free time, right? That free play. They're just in the backyard to take care of business and get a few wiggles out. Okay. Then we went for a short walk. Okay, because it's cold outside and Cleveland was not super stoked about walking out in the cold this morning. Then we came back in. We worked on our door manners and things as we went through the doors. We came back in. We went on the beds. You can see I moved the bed around a little bit today. I moved Cleveland over here next to the other dogs. Just a little bit different, right? So we can move these beds anywhere you want to go. If you're in the kitchen doing chores, have him in the kitchen. So you can see Cleveland's up, but he's not eating. So I'm going to walk towards him and give him that correction. So again, I'm just putting my body straight in front of him. Okay, until he puts that bum down, then I'm going to turn and I'm going to walk away. Okay, you can see Montana's done. She's like, did I really finish? Am I all done with this? Okay, making sure she licks every last little taste out of there. And then as soon as Montana's fully done here, the expectation is she puts her bum down, which was great. Okay, so Cleveland over there was like, well, maybe I want to eat more food. And he's like, man, no, I'll just sit back down. Okay, so that's what we want to see. These two did a good job. Montana did great. She finished up her food. Now she's even licking the plate clean in a sitting position, which is awesome also. But that's what we want to see. We want to see them eat their food. We want to see them go back to that sitting relaxed position. And then again, I was saying that we can move these beds around. So we moved Cleveland over here. Okay, if you have things to do in the kitchen, living room area, okay, and that's where you can watch them, that's great to have the bed there. Okay, if you're doing stuff in the office or another room or the basement, wherever, you can move these beds around. You can have multiple beds. Okay, it doesn't matter where they are. The concept is the same, right? This is their defined space. This is where we want them to stay. We want them to stay calm, cool, and collected in that space. Okay, wherever that might be. So if you're like, well, I can't just spend all day in the kitchen watching these two or doing chores or whatever, okay, they can get moved. They could get moved to the bedroom. They could get moved to the office. They could get moved to the basement. They could get moved to the backyard. They could get moved to the garage. Okay, wherever it is that you are working, again, we're trying to fit this training and this routine into our schedule. And we're not living off of their schedule, right? Oh, I've got to sit there on the bed and watch them. I've got to take them for this long walks. Okay, I've got to do all this stuff on their time. We're trying to fit, the way this is most successful is when we fit this training into our time. Okay, oh, I know I need to clean the house today. The dogs are going to stay on their bed. Okay, and while I do that, it's going to be great. Oh, I know I just need to sit in the office today and I need to do some work. Okay, but I can keep tabs on them and kind of watch them out of the corner of my eye and correct if needed. So we're going to put them over near the office or in the hallway just outside the office or whatever that looks like for you. Okay, so feel free to move these beds around, or I need to do chores in the backyard today, so let me put them in the backyard. Okay, wherever I can keep an eye on them, where they're not going to run away or whatever. and I'm just going to work and where I can keep tabs on them. That's great. So we're fitting them into our schedule. And then when I have to leave and I need to go to the store or I need to go do something else, okay, I can put them into reflection because I cannot watch them anymore. And then we're going to let them
Go in that same cycle.
move, and then we're going to let them go to that reflection time, and then we're going to go up from there. Okay, we're going to follow that cycle. Okay, they're going to go free play in the morning, or first one is free play. Then we're going to go for the walk on the leash, so we're going to do that practice on the leash. Then they're going to practice this time on the bed, and then we're going to go to reflection, and then we're going to start over. Free play, walk on leash, bedtime, reflection. Free play, walk on training walk on the leash, time on the bed, and reflection. Okay, so we're going to follow those steps, that cycle. Okay, and it could be short, it could be long, however that works for you in your day, so that it best suits your day and how it works, so that we're not trying to create a whole new schedule to work this in. Okay, so we're just going to continue here with these guys. Now that things kind of settle down, we're going to let them settle in. We'll do some more chaos as things go on, and we'll continue other training for the day.